morning, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. It's a really dreary day out today, and it's a good day for, I guess, the kind of food we're making today. Yes, at last, my or I don't want to say my, hot dog soup, I'm calling it. Uh, I first saw this on someone else, similar to this on someone else's channel, and was intrigued by it and started doing some recipe searching and pretty much same ingredients and all the different ones I saw. So I've added a little different touches of my own. One being that most everything I put in this is out of the pantry, including freezer items. So it's something I had in the house to do. It just takes a while to get it all gathered up together. So I'm hoping you're going to enjoy this, and I will try to go slowly when I give you the ingredients if anyone wants to write them down, or you can research it online, whichever you prefer to do. So let's get started. I'm going to move the camera. I'm going to move off the camera so you can see the food and so forth that we're putting in this. Okay, let's get started. I don't want this to be one of those long, dragged out videos. First of all, I'm going to do something different where I'm putting it in the crock pot. Most everything is done on one big pot on top of the oven, but I want to try it, because my crock pot, it allows me to do different hours settings on it. Excuse me a moment. You know who that is. Mojo, come here. Good girl. No barking. Okay, guys, be good. Okay, so first thing I want to do is put some onions in this. And I don't know about you, but I kind of like to have my onions a little bit caramelized, I guess you would say. So I'm actually going to turn my crock pot on. I think I'm going to set it at low, if I can. Oh, what is wrong with it now? There we go. And I'm going to drizzle a little oil on the bottom. Guess I'm going to have to stand up for this one, aren't I? So you're only going to see part of me now. I'm going to drizzle a little of this oil on the bottom. And then I'm going to put, again, like I said, I took everything out of the pantry. This is going to be frozen onions that I always have in the freezer. And I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to put them all in there because I like onions. How about you? Some people don't really care for onions, but I do. So I'm going to put those in there and let them start cooking a little bit. They're not going to cook an awful lot this way, but we'll get them started on low. And then you will see where I have some chopped up, well, it's, again, I used canned things. You can do whatever you want if you decide to try some of your own. I did canned carrots, canned diced potatoes, and then I chopped up fresh celery. I know I say this all the time. I don't mean to be so repetitive, but the celery wasn't real good. I just can't get good fresh produce. Wish I could, but maybe I would if I was able to go in the store and pick it out. So while I'm letting that kind of heat up a little bit here, let me put my cover on. Maybe that will help. I'm going to put it on 2 hours, which I think an hour in here is going to be more than enough. So we're going to do the onions and then potatoes, carrots, and celery. And here I have my little notes listed. And not to let this continue on, how's everybody today? How is everything in your neighborhood? Things are pretty quiet around here, I must say. I think everyone's staying inside. And if you can see, I'm laughing at myself. I kind of did overkill on measuring spoons. I never have the right one when I sit down here to do these things for you. I don't like leaving you just watching a blank space or just watching something that's not happening to have to go get them. So hopefully today I was good at organizing. Maybe. We'll see. So anyways, you could cook those onions a lot longer. And then I'm going to add the, actually, let's see, what did I decide? How did I decide to do it? Okay, I'm going to use garlic. Let's see, where do I have it? I'm using, they say dehydrated garlic, and I'm not sure what they mean by that, to be honest with you. I think there is such a thing, but I don't have any. But I do have garlic powder. I was thinking that's dehydrated. So I'm going to put a little garlic in there. I'm going to put a teaspoon of it in there. Let's see. Here we go. And oops. So I will be putting what a mess I made. See how messy I am? I tell you that all the time. Now I'm showing you it. Okay. I put that in there. This is gonna I be very flavorful, I hope. And I put that in there. And I'm going to stir that up a little bit. And you know what? Putting that cover on, the onions are starting to kind of cook up, and I can hear them sizzling. You're not going to be able to. And I'm going to show you. Well, let me see if I can show you what we've got so far. Have to move the camera to do that for you. See? Camera business. Guess I really need to get a different type of camera, but for the time being, we're getting it done. Okay, so next I'm going to add the potatoes, carrots, and celery in here. Want to see my poll on that I posted today? If for those who watched the I think it was yesterday's maybe it's on there today, the Beat Goes On video. I posted a poll, so you can let me know who or what or where the missing beat went. And when we get done with the poll, I'll let you know if you were right, because I know where it went. Okay, so we put that in, and once we get the potatoes in, I'm going to take some water, because I'm making a soup. I need it to be have some sort of a broth, I guess you would say, call it. probably end up putting more in later, but I'm going to put some water in. Yeah. It already smells good. Amazing what some onions and garlic does, isn't it? Okay, now I'm going to put some tomatoes, and I chose to use, again, out of the pantry, diced tomatoes. These happen to have basil, oregano, and garlic in it, and I'm just pouring that right in there, which will mix right in with the water. Make more and more of a consistency of soup in there. Here, let's get you able to see what it's looking like now. You can see that now. Okay. And after I do that, I get tomatoes. It calls for some bouillon, I think. I think I've shown this to you before. Better than bouillon. I use this all the time. This is beef bouillon. And what is it? I'm just going to put, here we go again. It's like a paste. It looks terrible, but believe me, it adds a lot of flavor to the many dishes that I make. And this is going to add a little beef flavor to that tomato. Going to put a couple, oh, this would be a teaspoon right here. Really sticky here, as it usually is. But I've used this in so many dishes. I've used it even like my pot roast and things like that. But it does do add a lot of flavor. And then I'm going to put some tomato sauce. Just a small can, because we already have that bigger can of tomatoes in there. It's almost like it's a tomato soup, isn't it? But we're going to change that soon. Okay. Okay. Now comes all my seasonings. Okay. I'm going to put some basil. I really just want to open this up, but it won't let me. Well, we'll see what we can do. I'm going to put a half a teaspoon of basil in there. Told you, I don't always have the right ones. The light is glaring here. It's hard to read that. But a half. I gotta get this into my other jars. That makes it so much easier. And that's gonna give it a little flavor. Stir that right in there. And that was basil. Basil leaves I did. As you can see. And then Of course I forgot it. Seemingly. I wanted to put some oregano in there. And that looks good. Well, we'll start with the rosemary, and I'll have to go find the oregano. This happens to be a new jar, evidently. Well, my goodness. Okay, I promised you I wouldn't leave, but I guess I'm gonna. I will be right back. Hello. Did you run and get a cup of coffee while I was gone? I should have told you, go get your coffee and something to drink if you want while I'm trying to get this open. There we go. And I did not find my oregano. I'm so sorry, but okay. I'm going to put rosemary in there, 1/4 teaspoon. Oh. That'll make up for the oregano I didn't have to put in there. Maybe. Don't know. I can't believe I don't have any oregano. Oh dear. And some black pepper. 1/2 teaspoon. I think this was the 1/2, yes. I'm going on the thought that a little extra or a little under isn't going to make that big a change. So we've done that. And we, let's see, basil, onion powder. Okay, let's stir this up. Maybe get, oh, look at that, smell good, you wouldn't believe it. I wish you could smell it. It smells absolutely yummy. I think really it needs some more water. I really do. I think so. What do you think, people? A little more. I think so. Or we'll have to name it stew instead or something. Okay. I'm going to try 1/2 cup maybe to start to see how it looks. Yeah, I think it's going to need the whole cup. Yes, it did. in. Oh boy, I'm telling you, I wish you could smell it. It is absolutely wonderful smell. And then I'm going to do, to really add a little flavor, I'm going to add some rosemary. Not rosemary, some Worcestershire sauce. And I'm going to do a couple tablespoons. I happen to like Worcestershire sauce. Does anybody out there enjoy it? I love it in my beef and things like that. Let me know. Let us know. Is there anything else you would add to it? Did I get all my bases covered, do you think? And you know what I thought I would do with this is, you know the New York style or New York brand garlic bread? I think I'm gonna have a slice of that with a cup of this soup, I'm going to call it, and I think that would add the finishing touches. Okay, I'm gonna let you see it one more time. I know it's hard to see. Let's see if I can. It smells yummy. Believe me, if it tastes as good as it smells, it's going to be a success around here. And I'm going to cover it, and I'm going to let that cook for maybe an hour, maybe a little more, we'll see, on low. And I will come back later and show you when it's all finished, and we'll serve up a cup of it. Okay, I'll be back soon. Here I am, back again. I think our soup is done, and I think I had a senior moment in the beginning of this video. I forgot to show you that I added hot dogs after that. I used, in this case, I happen to use ballpark beef hot dogs, and I took a pound of them and cut them up into, small pieces, maybe, I don't even know if they were an inch wide, more likely a half to 3/4, and I'll show you, because it's in here, and we're gonna spoon some out and try to do a little taste on it. Goodness me, why am I having so much trouble here? There we go. You can see the hot dogs all swirling around in there. So let's spoon some out, have a taste, see if it's any good, right? Okay, that's enough for me for lunch. I'm going to put a piece of garlic bread with that later. But first, for you, I want you to be able to see the tasting. If I make a face or not. Let's see. Hopefully it's not real hot. Okay, let's see. say yes, it's very good. Hold on a second, please. I've been doing that a lot. I can't help it. I'm sorry. I think it's my allergies to the pollen or something in the air. We got a big storm coming, so this soup's going to be good for that rainy evening we're going to have tonight, and more than just rain tomorrow. But honestly, this is pretty good. Let's see. Potatoes are all cooked through. Everything tastes pretty good. I definitely would, between a 0 and 10, I'd go with maybe an 8 anyways. A lot of tomato in there. That's definitely tasted, and a lot of spices. So if you're bothered by the acids in tomato, it's something you might not want to do. Or if you don't like a lot of spices, it's something you probably wouldn't want to do. But anyways, hopefully this time I got it all in there. Okay, if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. If you think somebody might enjoy watching the making of it, so they know the ingredients, and you can make it your own. Put different things in it that you might want to. And please share if you would. And also push the subscribe button. It really helps the channel a lot. And I really appreciate it when you do that. So take care. Be very careful tomorrow, Thursday. I think this will come out actually tomorrow on Thursday. But be very careful if you're in an area that's going to get deluged with rain, because this area where I am, they're predicting like a nor'easter of rain. So take care. Thanks for joining us today. Be safe, be well, and be kind. Bye-bye now.